Thank you so much. Thank you for the warm welcome. Today has been a full day for me. I started on TV this morning, then I went to a school, and now I am on WorldPulse. It is the International Day for the elimination of all forms of violence against women. And as I said, uh, when we were looking at what we're going to look at this afternoon, I want to focus on how to help the women who have already been violated, who have been victims, women who are victims. Because as much as we want it to stop, it's not going to stop anytime soon. There are already so many victims. And if we don't help these victims so they can become survivors like myself and help other women, maybe even raising awareness using their own stories, then they might just succumb to their victimhood, get into a depression, start abusing substances, or become promiscuous, and then start being perpetrators of violence themselves, even to other women. It is not only men who violate women, there are women who also violate women. And we know that women are the bedrock of society. As they say, woman is the mother of humanity. So when you violate a woman, you are indirectly violating humanity, violating the children this woman might have, violating everybody who counts on this woman. So my association tries to empower these women. Now, why did I get this interested? Not only because I was a victim myself, intimate partner violence, I was in an abusive marriage for 6 years, but also because I saw my grandmother, who did not even go to school, right? She was a very active woman in her community where she herself also left her marriage. So I can say I come from a generation of very strong women, women who don't take abuse. My own mother also left after 14 years. And I think that I don't want to align by the culture we say it's a generational curse. No, it is instead a journey to empowerment. Sometimes change doesn't come like that. There has to be a rebellion. We see that in many countries. If women want to say, stop abusing us, then the women have to be prepared to leave so that nobody controls them anymore. Because I think that people violate people because they want to show that they have dominion over them, they can control them, they can manipulate them, they can take anything that they want from them at any time. So when I went through what I went through in 2011, I was brave enough to live on my own. I didn't leave because somebody said, "Oh no, you are going through so much, you have to leave." No, I left because I felt I had had enough. And then I decided to get better and to come back to my country so that I can be in the midst of the struggle, the activism itself. I came back in 2015. I started to be vocal, started to do things online. And then in 2018, I founded this association, Hope for the Abuse and the Battered. Statistics show that many women are victims. I think 60% of those who are abused are women. So we cannot ignore that women have already been abused and they continue being abused. And with the pandemic, I was just tired of reading the stories. Women who were even killed, women who are staying in abusive relationships now because they don't know what to do. It's like, how do we stop this? I decided to work with the victims. It's not only so that women should live, but how they can even empower themselves while staying in there. And so many women come to me. So far, I've worked with about 33 women, if I can really count, because I work also with children who have been raped. I work with people who have mental health challenges. But with women who have really come to me like, this is what is going on and I cannot take it anymore. I am counting 33 in 2 years. Sometimes victims don't want to talk. But those who get the courage to come to me, because I'm also a lawyer, I can actually encourage them, if that is the case, to take legal action against their abusers. And so I have helped some women actually to go through to the end with legal actions. And I have helped some to empower themselves so that they can have these uncomfortable conversations with their partners, and they can say, I am no more relying on you. I'm not dependent on you. I can start doing something to empower myself. I can even belong to WorldPulse. I can start writing, sharing my story. So I am no more a victim. And no, if you raise your hand on me one more time, I am out of this place. I think that I have really been impressed with the response. It is slow, but it is steady. And the more we keep talking about it, the more women believe in it, and then they know, no, I can take action. And that is really the core of my work.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sister Mary. You know, you reminded me of when I was growing up. I grew up in a very big compound where beating women is normal. And so, you know, even my uncles then, they wouldn't want their wives to have income so that they will always come to them for everything they need. So when they beat them, they will always come back. Even when they leave, they will still come back because they couldn't live on their own. It was there and there that I made up my mind that I will not be one of these women, no, God forbid. And I'm going to stand up for women like this. It was at a tender age of 9 years old, I've decided that in my heart. It's so sad that they will always want to subject women underground. Even even in places of work, when you want to raise your voice, they will say, ah, but you are a woman. Recently, you know, in my place of work, I wanted to vie for the chairperson of my union. And people were saying women. I said, I will show you that there are some women that that even have liver more than men. And God just gave me that opportunity. We went for a rally and I led the aluta there. And they saw a little thing that I can do. And they said, hey, wow. Those are the kind of things that we need to sensitize our women to be doing. Show yourself. Let them know that your life is in your hand. This is the way you want to live it. Thank you so much, my sister, for the great work you are doing. We are so grateful. Do you still have something you want to share with us, maybe on your impacts and all that?
Yes, I mean, I'm creating a lot of impact, especially online. We know now with the pandemic, we cannot even organize workshops and all of that. My mission is to help women find the value in themselves so they don't even get into those abusive relationships in the first place. So I do a lot of live videos. I do videos. I have a YouTube channel. I collaborate with other organizations. You know, they invite me on their panels. I am on WorldPulse. I try to lift women up. You know, I am an encourager. I'm not only an ambassador. I used to write almost every day. I mean, I'm on other platforms. I want women to see from my own story, for example, that there is something better when you live. So you don't only need to think that if I'm not in a relationship, if I'm not married, then I'm a useless woman or I'm not a full woman, I'm not complete. No, I want women to know that you have to first of all know your value as a woman before you get into any relationship. And even if you get into a relationship and that relationship is bringing you down instead of building you up, you can say, enough is enough. I am worth much more than this. And I am, you are either stopping or I am leaving. Thank you.